This is Thomas Paul's Week. This time again in Kathmandu. You might recall that we were here last year already in the headquarters of our Evangelical Alliance here. We are back now, and I ask Matthias Böning, my chief diplomat who has worked with our friends in Nepal to visit some government leaders here, to introduce our two friends.
Yes, thank you. And we have with us today two representatives here from Nepal. One is Hanok Tamang from the National Churches Fellowship of Nepal, NCFN, and the second is Mukunda Sharma with the Nepal Christian Society.
So you both represent the evangelical movement, the evangelical churches, the evangelical mission history in your country, which started out with foreign missionaries and for long already is under indigenous leadership. Your churches worship in a lot of different languages in your country. So tell us a little bit about how you together represent the faith of Jesus Christ in your country.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Bishop Thomas and Reverend Matthias for giving us this time and also for introducing us to the wider body of Christ through this time. Yes, NCFN, National Churches Fellowship of Nepal, is the oldest and the largest and the strongest evangelical voice since 63 years now. It started in 1960 and it's been here for a long time, representing indigenous churches of Nepal that established. The Lord enabled to start through different pioneer people. Some went to be with the Lord, some are still with us, but in the midst of very difficult persecution time, socially, legally, and religiously and culturally. But Lord is not bound within that boundary because God is able and He enables His people to share the gospel, and we can see gospel being penetrated and prevailed in all over the Nepal, and we can see the Lord is doing great work in our nation. And it is joy, not only joy, but thrilling joy, overwhelming joy to be together with the Nepal Christian Society as a friend, partner, and a national church alliance also. So NCS and NCFN represents, I should say, a majority, large majority churches in Nepal, and it includes denominations and those who believes in apostolic creed, excluding Mormons and cultic groups. I must say this because there has been some misunderstandings about it, but because NCFN and NCS both are here today representing a wider body of Christ of Nepal in with the World Evangelical Alliance today. And we are proud to be and privileged to be the member of WEA, and want to, on behalf of our leaders, hundreds and thousands of church leaders and pastors, we want to thank Professor Thomas Bishop for being with us, and Reverend Matthias, your visit for the first time in Nepal. We heartily welcomed you in our midst, and we hope your visit, your time in Nepal would be fruitful, full and fruitful, and blessing for all of us here. So
NCS is more about the denominations. So tell us a little bit about your ministry.
Thank you so much for giving me this time. Thank you, Bishop and Matthias, for giving us this time. We are working together. It was the NCS was founding in 1996 in Nepal Christian Society, and according to our record, we have about 53 church denomination and independent and some NGOs together, a parachurch organization. We are working together with NCFN and all over Nepal. We have 77 district Christian society, 7 province of Christian society, and we are working together, worshiping the Lord together in unity, in harmony, in reconciliation, and especially when it comes to the tough time for persecution and other capacity building of the church and leaders, we work very hard together in coordination to expand His kingdom in Nepal, and Nepalese who speak in outside of Nepal, we work together with them as well. Thank you.
Yeah, some people might be astonished to find 2 major organizations in the country together being the Evangelical Alliance, but this is not unusual. We have this in Switzerland for more than 100 years. We have this in Belgium, in India. There are a lot of countries where you have historically 2 different organizations, and there can be good reasons why you have your organizations for different tasks. We don't have the time to go into the details what you all do, and but we are glad that we can cooperate with you. Let us add, when we planned this visit, which mainly is a visit to the government in your country, it was much quieter time. Yeah. It was only in very recent time, and finally when arriving here, that we ran into a situation that makes our visit much more urgent, but also much more complicated. Yeah, because we have an ongoing situation where pastors are put into prison. I think 7 churches have been destroyed, others are in danger, and the whole country is in turmoil. There's a lot of pressure from Hindu extremists, and politicians don't know how to react. Parties blame each other to be too much for or too much against Christians. So do me the favor, use this introduction to the churches in Nepal and to our Evangelical Alliance in Nepal to pray for the country, to pray for wisdom for the leaders, what best to do, for wisdom when we talk to the government, to see where we can do, where we can be of help. We don't know what God's plan is. We can do just what we want to do, but we want to do what is possible, what humanly is possible, to speak up for our local believers, for our local churches, for the local pastors, and assure them that as much as we can do, we want to pray for them, we want to be there for them, we want to advocate for them, and please carry them in your heart. Thank you very much.